Honorable Sachidananda Joshi, Vaibhavji, Rashmi Menon, all respectable dignitaries and dear friends. This is one of the important subject where we are all facing crucial problems. Now in Indian situation, we don't have expiry date for the bridges. Neither no one is talking about it and neither no record is available in government system. And that is the reason that we have already faced lot of accidents and death. Somewhere it is the time for the country to decide the life of the bridge. I always telling to the people that the financial audit is very important. But the performance audit, the quality audit, quality construction audit is equally more important than that. But neither we don't have any innovative approach for that, neither there is research, neither there is new rules, regulation for all this purpose. I remember particularly in the British regime, in Nagpur we have one railway bridge on Ajni. And our government, local government, received a letter from the company from London that now the expiry date is completed and now this bridge is not correct for using. So it is the time for the authority to build new bridge. So in Indian situation there was no system. In our own department, neither we have audit, we don't have information what is the life of the bridge. We don't know anything about what is the dangerous situation on the bridges, and that is the reason that that time it was evolved the idea that we need to make bridge management institution by which we can at least understand what is important, where we need to replace the bridge, where we need to repair the bridge. Repairing of the bridge also, that is also equally important. But in Indian situation, there were very small people who are doing the bridge repair works. But one of the IIT engineering college where I expect that they should have some specialization for that, but that was not available. So totally in Indian system only to construct the bridge, after that nothing was there. And that was the big problem and for the future, and where we decide to formulate policy for that. And that was the main inspiration behind all this work. Now the problem is that it is not only subject related with the life of bridges. Now the technology change. And in the system, particularly the government servant, they never don't want to work out of box. So whatever the new successful practices in the whole world, it is very difficult to accept them. And that is one of the big problem in the system. I always telling to the people that the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skills, successful practices, we name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. Bridge designing also is a big problem. I am not very much satisfied about the designs of the bridges. I remember when I was minister in Maharashtra, I got appointed to construct 55 flyovers in Mumbai and Worli Bandra ceiling project. I really remember the name of the person. First consultant was Mr. Malik from USA for Worli Bandra. And the second time we give that work to Mr. Srinivasan. He was from London, UK. And he is working with the big bridge in Hong Kong, the new airport connected in Hong Kong. The bridge was designed by Mr. Srinivasan. I always remember his work, and I always telling to the people that in the whole country, in our all department, we don't have good expansion joints on any bridge in India. Because there is no research, no one is working on it, no one is asking for that. So I remember the bridge started from JJ Hospital to VT station. That was designed by Mr. Srinivasan, constructed by Mr. Gammon India, and they received a lot of awards. Still the expansion joints are good. The bridge was constructed in 96-97, and now still the quality construction, the bridge was, everything is good because the consultant was good. Today lot of technologies are changing. Now we are planning for making in Nagpur. First we have the experiment that on the we have road, after that we have a bridge 6 lane, and after that there is metro. Now in Pune, we are making one in Pune Ahmednagar road, 40 kilometers something or more than that, 50 kilometers. That 1,50,000 PCUs traffic is there. So we are planning for 8-lane road, then 6-lane bridge, then 6-lane bridge, 2-layer, and then metro system, public transport system on electricity. It reduces the cost. Actually, this is that I am not a professional, neither I am an engineer nor I am a chartered accountant. But acquisition of land is really a big problem, and giving compensation for all building and other thing where we are developing the bridges. In place of that, we can decide to make it 2-layer, 3-layer. It can be really economically viable. So that is one of the reasons that quality of construction, designing, life of the bridge, and actually we need to have a international standard system for which we can check the life of the bridge also, where you need to use all new technology, new innovation, new research for that. Unfortunately, in the system, nothing was there. So this is the preliminary thing, that the building of bridges is a information. But actually, frankly speaking, somewhere we should have one organization who can make good designs, who can make the research and study of good designs available in the world, and using of different technologies. Now I am pursuing one technology, it's from Malaysia and Singapore, Malaysia, that they are the distance between the two pier. In Indian situation it is 30 meter. And in Malaysia it is already codified, and that is to be of 120 meter. So we directly reduce the cost of construction of bridges at least 30 to 40%. But no one is going to implement because there are a lot of obstacles, because no one want to change. Whatever the system is there, everyone want to go with the system. But now our challenge is how we can reduce the cost of bridges and how we can reduce the without compromise with the quality. We have a very good experience about tunnels. I remember the Zojila tunnel was tendered for 3 to 4 times, and 4 times its cost coming to 11,000 crore. But we have decided to have a workshop on it, and Mr. Dharmadhikari was experienced from Hindustan Construction, was the MD of the company. I have a good relation with him, and so I said, let us make the research and study of tunnels manufacturing, tunnels construction. So at that time, we have organized one workshop in Ubera Hotel, and full day workshop was there. There was Associum was the institution. They have cooperate with giving cooperation for that workshop, and the whole day, a lot of people from India, from abroad, they given their research paper. On the basis of that, I personally take interest. I say this technical qualification and financial qualification, I know that what is this game is. In our state, if suppose the technical qualification and financial qualification, generally it is to be prepared by the contractor. And by taking his convenience to understand, sometime he is taking decisions, and by the which we are making that. So we liberalize. There was an argument, the tunnel which is particularly for the water, that company cannot be qualified for making tunnel for road. So what is the difference between tunnel? Tunnel is tunnel. So I said no. So I personally intervene the matter, decide the technical financial qualification, and we go for tender, and we save 5,000 crores only in one project in the country. So the Zojila tunnel cost is reduced by 5,000 crore. And today he was telling me that the 5-kilometer tunnel is completed. As far as the time period given to the contractor, he is supposed to complete it up to in 2026. But he promised me to complete it before 24/8. And already tunnel work is going on with full speed, -8 degree temperature. There are 1,000 people are working under the tunnel, and they are doing excellent jobs. So we have got the talent, we have got the technology. We need to change the mindset up, and where we need the people who can make research, who can ready to accept innovations, and who can make the study of international successful practices.